Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. Sorry, this video is a bit late. It's just that I had to very hard today because I had an interview for the job, so that's why this video is so late. But hopefully you guys will be able to watch it and then let me know in the comments down below what's your prediction going into this weekend's Premier predictions for Game Week 21, and also at the end of this video I'll be doing a little match preview for the Chelsea versus Liverpool game, or reverse at Anfield, since we got them tomorrow. So this video is going to be a combo of Premier predictions and the Liverpool versus Chelsea preview. So yeah. So make sure you guys click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you're new, it's the subscribe button below. Hit the bonus notification so that I never miss any of my YouTube content, and click the share button also. So without further ado, let's quickly go on my Premier predictions for this weekend. Sorry guys, let me just get this up. There we go. So our first the first game is Liverpool versus Chelsea, but I'll save that at the end of this video. So the next game is Bournemouth against Nottingham Forest, and that game kicks off tomorrow at 3 p.m. Now for me, I went for a 2-0 Nottingham Forest win because Nottingham Forest are starting to really get back to winning positions. And guess what? That huge win against Leicester City in the East Midlands derby was huge, because if you look at the table, before they faced Leicester, they were in the bottom three, and now look, they're now in 13th place, which is unbelievable. So now they're only 5 points by the relegation. And if they win against Bournemouth, which I think they will tomorrow, they'll be 8 points above the relegation. So you can tell that Nottingham Forest will definitely finish in the league next season. And I predicted that because before they had those wins, they just kept on losing, drawing, and all that stuff. I was thinking to myself, boy, like Nottingham Forest should be the team that everyone should feel scared, but they're not. But now they're starting to pick up in form and they're getting wins under Steve Cooper. So it looks like the contract extension looks like was the right decision, because Nottingham Forest are really improving. Whereas for Bournemouth, they're not having a good time under Gary O'Neill. Like, a few draws, but a couple of losses too. And if you look at Bournemouth here, they need to win because they're in 17th, 1 point behind West Ham. And if they lose against Nottingham Forest and West Ham win, they'll be in the bottom three. So Bournemouth really got to win in order for them to stay in the Premier next season, because we all thought that since Gary O'Neill had a couple of wins, we all thought that, he should be the manager and maybe Bournemouth can finish above the relegation. But it looks like to me they're not doing it. So both Bournemouth have to win in order for them to be out of the relegation. So, and if they do, they'll be 4 points or maybe 3 points above the relegation. So Bournemouth really need to win. But can I see that happening? No. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go for Nottingham Forest win of 2-0, because like I said, they're improving. Steve Cooper's getting the best out of these players right now. And Nottingham Forest they're still in the FA Cup. They're still in the Carabao Cup. So they're pretty much doing well this season. So Nottingham Forest, for me, they're going to beat Bournemouth 2-0. That's going to be my prediction. Right, the next one, Leicester City against Brighton. Now, I fear for Leicester, I really do, because they lost their last game. Who have Leicester City faced last? Let me have a look. They faced Nottingham Forest and they lost in the East Midlands derby. So, I fear for Leicester, because Brighton, the way they play right now is unbelievable. And if you look at the table here, if Brighton win and Fulham maybe perhaps win too, they will be above Tottenham. and they could finish in the European places, which none of us thought that would ever happen. That's why I all love the Premier League, because you can see some surprises. And Fulham and Brighton are looking like the team that could potentially finish in European places, which we don't think that would never happen, because you see most big clubs do it, finish in European places, such as Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, Manchester City, Liverpool, not that stuff. But instead, Fulham and Brighton could be in the European places, and maybe Newcastle too. So that is unbelievable. So yeah, I'm going to go for 3-0 Brighton. Of course, they've lost Trossard, but for me, I still think they really got really good players. So yeah, such as Sonny March and all that stuff. So yeah, Leicester City, I don't see them winning this game at all. Brighton are definitely gonna destroy them. So yeah, 3-0 to Brighton is gonna be my prediction on that one tomorrow. Right, Southampton against Aston Villa. Now, I really wanted to go for Southampton win, but if I do that, then I'll disrespect Aston Villa, because I went for a draw between Leeds United and Aston Villa, but obviously Aston Villa won, so that's why I got it wrong. So for me, I wanted to go for a draw, but my mind is telling me no, go for an Aston Villa win, because Unai Emery is doing really well on the for Aston Villa. So yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1. I feel like Southampton will score first, but then Aston Villa will make a comeback. And Danny Ings is now a West Ham player, so yeah, good luck to him. So, and guess what? I think it was Bailey who missed that chance to win the game. He made up that crying by actually scoring against Leeds United, and guess what? They've won. So yeah, like I said, if he don't succeed, then try again, and that's what he did. So well done to him. Well done to him. So I feel like Aston Villa will win 2-1, even though it's at St Mary's and it's a difficult place to go. For me, Aston Villa will win 2-1. It ain't gonna be like a 3-1 or 2-1. It's going to be a tight game. So that's why I'm going to go for a tight 2-1 Aston Villa win. Why this one? West Ham United against Everton. That is the game I'm going to watch after the Liverpool-Chelsea game, because honestly, these two teams here are in the bottom three. Like, West Ham and Everton on the same points, 15. And guess what? Guess how many goals they've scored, each of them? They've only scored 15 goals, and that's the same as Nottingham Forest, but Nottingham Forest are above them because of points. But both of them have scored the same goals, and Everton have conceded more. Like, honestly, like, these two teams are in an absolute turmoil at the moment. So boy, like, if West Ham were to get relegated, honestly, like, that would be shocking, because how can you go from being in European place last season to like almost being in the Champions League to now being at bottom three? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So for me, David Moyes needs to get this win, and I think they will do, because Everton, where they're facing home and away, they just look poor. They look poor. Even though their last away was a draw against Manchester City. You know what, yeah? Actually, I don't want to change predictions, but I have to. You know what, yeah? I'm going to go for a draw, actually. I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1. I changed my mind. You know what, yeah? I feel like West Ham will score, but I think Everton will score too, because these two are absolutely terrible. They're not playing good. They're not winning games. They're not scoring a lot of goals. So, yeah, sorry, guys. I'm going to change my mind. 1-1. Final decision. I know I should not be changing score lines, but I just remembered that Everton's last away game was against Manchester City, and they drew 1-1. So, yeah, I feel like that's going to be the game. I feel like I just don't see one team winning. Even though it's at the London Stadium and West Ham always play well, for me, I just don't see one team winning this game. So I'm just going to go for a draw, 1-1. And it's the same one as the next game, Crystal Palace against Newcastle United. Now, I wanted to go for Newcastle United win of probably 1-0. But the fact that is that Crystal Palace always does really well at home. When they face Chelsea, they make it difficult. When they face Arsenal, they made it difficult. When they face Manchester United, they make it difficult. So I feel like for me, yeah, I wanted to go for Newcastle win, but the fact that I saw Crystal Palace got a draw against Manchester United, which makes them not in the title race anymore. For me, that's really good because when these two met, it was a draw. So I feel like it's going to happen again. I feel like Newcastle will dominate possession, but in the second half, Crystal Palace will just find a way to win. If Crystal Palace do win against Newcastle, that would be good because Newcastle have only lost against Liverpool this season. Ever since then, they've been unbeaten. So if Crystal Palace can end Newcastle's unbeaten one, then that would be huge, especially at home. But for me, I feel like Newcastle will be unbeaten, but they'll be very lucky to get a win because had not Alexander Mitrovic scored that penalty, it could have been a draw, and I couldn't have gone a point because I went for 2-2 rather than being at 1-1, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, Crystal Palace against Newcastle United is going to be a draw on that one, 1-1. Like I said, Newcastle will dominate possession, will score first, but Crystal Palace will turn up in the second half, and maybe Olise will score another goal like he did against Manchester United. So, yeah, 1-1. All right, the next one, it's Leeds United against Brentford. Now, of course, Leeds United will be very disappointed of not getting a draw or perhaps a win because they were the much better team against Aston Villa. But when it comes to chances and you don't take them, you'll get punished, and that's what Aston Villa did. So for this game, I feel like it's going to be a difficult game for Brentford. I mean, sorry, for Leeds United because Brentford are in a really good form. And like I said, if they win, they will be in. Let's see. They would be above Fulham if Tottenham win. So yeah, Brentford, Brighton, and Fulham are looking like a more surprising team this season because none of us thought that these three teams will be battling out for Europe. None of us would ever predict that. So yeah, I feel like Leeds United will score, but Brentford will get the 3 points away from home. Even though Leeds United's Ellen Ward is a tough place to go to, Brentford are playing really good, and plus they beat Bournemouth 2-0, which I predicted, so I've got 3 points on that one. So yeah, 2-1 to Leeds. To Brentford is going to be my prediction on that one. Right, Manchester City against Wolves. Now, the reason why I didn't go for like a 3-0 is because Wolves against Liverpool were very, very bad. But I feel sorry for them because for me, they should have gone through to the next round had not been for disallowing that goal. But the reason why for Manchester City win of 1-0 is because they were lucky to win this game. Very lucky because in the first half, I don't know what the goalkeeper Edison was doing and what the defense were doing, allowing mistakes against Tottenham. For me, it's good that they've got a win, but Manchester City haven't been at their best so far. Against Chelsea in the Premier League, they haven't been good. Against Manchester United, they've lost. And they were very lucky to win because their second half was really good, but the first half they were diabolical. So City aren't playing like they used to do last season. So could it be that Erling Haaland is making them worse, or Pep Guardiola just not making the right formation and putting not starting Jack Grealish is because that's what I think it is. But it's at home. Wolves don't have a good. The last time Wolves beat Manchester City at home was 3 years ago. So yeah, so I think Manchester City will score. I mean, will win, and I think Erling Haaland might score. But I'm only going to go for 1-0 because I'm not going to disrespect Wolverhampton Wanderers. They will defend really well, but they will concede one goal. But I know that in this game, they'll at least show half-five desired passion. So yeah, Manchester City of 1-0 is going to be my prediction on that one on Sunday. The next one is the game of the weekend, the old rivalry, Arsenal against Manchester United. Now, if Manchester United would have won that win against Crystal Palace, it could have been like the old days, Sir Alex Ferguson versus Arsenal Wenger. It could have been like the old days, but it's still a rivalry. Now, the reason why I went for 3-1 is because if Man United would have got that win against Crystal Palace, then maybe I could have gone for maybe like a draw, maybe a tight 2-1 Arsenal win. But the reason why I went for 3-1 is because Arsenal have a really good record against Manchester United at the Emirates. The last time Manchester United beat them was 5 years ago. Remember, David De Gea made the double save, Rashford scored, Martial scored, and all that stuff, and that was under Arsenal Wenger. But ever since then, it's been draws, Arsenal wins, and all that stuff. So, yeah, and guess what? Casemiro will, got a fifth booking, and when you got a fifth booking, you'll miss the next match. But he should have got sent off. It should have been a red card, you know. But I feel like Matt Casemiro missing is going to be a huge problem for Manchester United. But like Eric Ten Hag said, they've already beat Arsenal without Casemiro, so it's pretty interesting to see what Eric Ten Hag does against Mikel Arteta yet again. Of course, Manchester United are looking to do the double for Arsenal for the first time since 2017 to 18 season when they beat them home and away. So, yeah, it's interesting to see what's going to happen. But I'm going to go for an Arsenal win of 3-1 because they signed Trossard, you know. He'll be on the bench. They've already done the double for Tottenham. So, yeah, it's at the Emirates. Of course, Newcastle are the only team to drop points against Arsenal at the Emirates. Ever since then, they haven't lost at home. So, yeah. So for me, I'm going to go for an Arsenal win. Even though I wanted to go for a Manchester United win, for me, this time I have to go for an Arsenal win because it's at the Emirates and it's a difficult place to go to. And also playing really well this season. So, yeah, 3-1 to Arsenal is going to be my prediction on that one on a Sunday. Definitely going to be doing a live watching on that one. So make sure you guys change it for that one. And then we move on into a London derby on a Monday night at Craven Cottage. And it's Fulham against Tottenham. Tottenham were absolute bottle drops, especially in the second half. How can you go 2-0 up and then just lose, concede 4 goals against Manchester City? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You know, try and be like Arsenal, because even though Tottenham were the better side in the second half, at least Arsenal defended really well and know how to beat them. For Tottenham, it looks like the first half, they weren't that great, but at least they scored 2 goals and actually were ahead at half time. But their defense, including Hugo Lloris, was absolutely shocking. They didn't do what Arsenal did against Tottenham. They didn't. That's why Arsenal's defense is so much better than Tottenham. Because if Arsenal could have gone 2-0 up against Manchester City at the Etihad, I believe they'll win 100%. Because their defense, such as Gabriel, William Saliba, Ben White, and all that stuff, they will know how to defend and they will know how to win. Maybe they'll not keep a clean sheet, but they will know how to win. You know, Tottenham are just absolute bottle jobs. You know, also were desperate for Tottenham to do them a favour, but they bottled it. They let them down. And if Man City beat Wolves on a Sunday and Arsenal lose, Man City will only be 2 points behind Arsenal. So Arsenal need to win against Wolves. So Tottenham didn't do them a favour. And guess what? Fulham, Craven Cottage isn't a good place to go to, because Chelsea went there and they've lost 2-1 last week. So I feel like Fulham are going to beat them 3-1. Mitrovic is back. You know, I feel like he's going to score maybe 2 goals, maybe Willian will score. Tottenham Hotspur goal scorer might be Harry Kane, and that's basically it. So, yeah, I don't see Tottenham Hotspur beating Fulham at Craven Cottage. So, yeah, it's going to be another loss, and I tell you why, because Antonio Conte is going to go 3 at the back like he always does, a 3-4-3. So, yeah, and you know that he doesn't like to change formation. So, yeah, go to Spurs. So, yeah, Tottenham Hotspur are going to lose. And if Fulham win, they'll be above Tottenham's, you know. So, yeah, Tottenham need to win in order for Fulham not to be above them, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, 3-1 to Fulham is going to be my prediction. Now, in terms of Chelsea versus Liverpool, I'm going to do a little match preview before I end this video. So, Liverpool versus Chelsea, tomorrow, Mudryk we signed later this week, and we also signed another player, which is Noni Madueke from PSV. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but yeah, I don't know how to pronounce her players' names properly. So, yeah, so he signed him. So basically, Chelsea next season could be playing a 4-2-3-1. Mudryk could be playing on the left. Let's see. Christopher Nkunku could be playing as number 10 in the middle, and Maduke could be playing on the right. So we've already signed an attacker, which is good. So it looks like Christian Pulisic could be gone. Maybe Kai Havertz and Ziyech could be gone. But we need a midfielder. We need to get rid of Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It's Caicedo is good, but I want to sign Enzo Fernandez rather than Caicedo from Brighton, because we've already signed Marco Cuesta hasn't been that great. So it looks like Caicedo, when it comes to Chelsea, is going to be the same thing. But let's hope he proves us wrong. So yeah, for me, I want to sign Enzo Fernandez. If we cannot sign him this January, then let's sign him in the summer, because Benfica in first, and he wants to lift the Portugal La Liga. Liga Portugal trophy. So yeah, if he wants to stay for Benfica, let him stay. So if we can sign him next summer, then that would be good. So I want to sign him rather than Caicedo from Brighton, if you know what I mean. So we don't want to be Brighton 2.0, we just want to be Chelsea, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I feel like Mudryk has to start, because it will be interesting when he faces Trent Alexander-Arnold. Or even though Trent Alexander-Arnold has been good defensively, there have been some games he has looked a bit sloppy. So I want Mudryk to play on the left wing, and let's see if he can get past players like he did for Shakhtar against big games. And yeah, let's see what he can do on his debut. Let's see if he can do what João Felix did when he went past players, take some shots and all that stuff. Let him be like João Felix. And yeah, let's hope and pray to God that Mudryk will have a great debut tomorrow. I heard Graham Potter say in his press conference he's not going to play the full 90 minutes. Maybe he'll play for like 60 minutes, and maybe he'll be on the bench, and maybe waits for the next game. So yeah, so let's see if Mudryk and can turn up in big games like he did for Shakhtar, for Chelsea, when hopefully we start him on the left wing. So yeah, let's hope that Mudryk makes a great debut. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys what my lineup is tomorrow, and then I'm going to tell you guys my prediction is for tomorrow's game as well. So my lineup will look like this: a 4-2-3-1. So Kepa starts in goal. The same back four as against Crystal Palace, which is Luis Suarez left back, Trevor Chalobah as right back, Brad Shield and Thiago Silva as two centre backs, then two midfield of Jorginho and Conor Gallagher, because I thought these two were great against Crystal Palace. Like I said, Mudryk on the left, in the middle, Mason Mount, because he always likes to start Mount, Ziyech on the right because he had a really good game against Crystal Palace, and Kai was up top because he always likes to start them two. So yeah, those are my predicted lineup for tomorrow's game. A 4-2-3-1. Let's hope that Graham Potter goes with the same lineup as my one for today, as I uploaded this video for today. So let's see what he does. So in terms of the prediction, my prediction is going to be a 1-1 draw, because it's a battle of the mid-table. Whoever wins will be above one another. If Chelsea win, we'll be above Liverpool. If Liverpool win, there will be 3 points clear of Chelsea. So both teams need to win, but can I see that happening? Honestly, not. So my prediction is going to be 1-1. I feel like both teams ain't going to keep a clean sheet. Ain't going to be a 0-0. I believe for Chelsea, maybe Kai Havertz will score, and maybe Mo Salah will score for Liverpool. So yeah, 1-1 draw. It's not going to be the most entertaining game, but there's going to be goals, but it's going to end in like a share point, a draw, because like I said, both teams aren't doing good. They're both struggling like I knew they would, and they're not playing great football. So yeah, 1-1 draw is going to be my prediction on that one. So yeah, so let me know in the comments down below, would you agree or disagree with with this lineup over here, and what's your prediction too? Let me also know in the comments down below. So yeah, that is it, guys. That is the combination of a Liverpool versus Chelsea preview and the Premier predictions for this week end on game week 21. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, when you leave this and when this video is over, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new. Click the notifications, because there's going to be a live watch along for the Liverpool Chelsea game and also a match reaction after that. So make sure you guys don't miss that. And make sure you check out Sunday, where I'm going to be doing the Arsenal versus Manchester United live watch along with that one. So many big games to go through. It's going to be I'm going to definitely cover it up on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys check on that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So yeah, so take care guys. See you guys for the live watch along tomorrow. And yeah, as always, peace and up the blues. See you soon.